of the Jazz here in Utah as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah, and the Energy Solutions Arena. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. .110 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson kicks to Vasquez. To the left wing. Here's Ross. Buries it down low. Ross has got 5.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
From downtown, Utah the rebound. Williams passes to Mr. Clutch. A second chance effort. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
This is his first free throw of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Novak's checked in.
You know, you look at the flex offense that Utah utilizes, and it requires that players, one, be versatile and multi-skilled, but also that they have good basketball IQs. You need to be able to screen and read defenses effectively. And that's not easy, but it's certainly a good way to play if you've got the right people.
Number 13. Here's Johnson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the night here. Here's Mr. Clutch. Offline with his 3. Vasquez with it. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And it's tied up with that one. Here's Rush. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Tie game in Utah. We'll take a... And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play, setting the floor for the Raptors. Steve Novak is out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Hayes. Then it's Vasquez. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Rush has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Jazz.
You know, you look at Dwayne Casey prior to coaching the Raptors, he was the assistant for the 2011 champion Dallas Mavericks, and his own defensive schemes played a huge role in their success.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Thanks, guys. Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Clippers was simply superb. He had 21 points, and he also added a few assists as he set up his teammates as well. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
Well, that never seems to be a problem for him, but you're right, Kevin. He has to be feeling at the top of his game right now.
Well, when you play well, it feeds confidence, and when you've prepared to play well and it works out that way, it does add another level of confidence to your next game.
.125 left in the first half. And that one's good. Mr. Clutch has got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz. The Raptors have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Vasquez, and good on the basket. Book it. Vasquez has got 7.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Mr. Clutch, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Ross has got 3 rebounds now in this one. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
You know, you shoot the ball as poorly as they did that night, you're not going to win many games.
Well, Steve, it's not just difficult to win a game with low shooting percentages like theirs. It's nearly impossible.
The Raptors making a switch here. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game. Shoots the 3. That is good. 8 points for him.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Here's Mr. Clutch, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Vasquez, covered by Rush. Vasquez gets a screen from Johnson. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Vasquez has got 9.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Thomas. It's Rush outside. Great D that time from Vasquez. And we're through 2 here in a good one. Raptors lead by 1.
Kevin, thank you. Dwayne, you're being played.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. And welcome to the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And look out over Salt Lake City. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Favors plays the 4 with Cantor at the 5. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the 1. That's the group right now for Utah.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. That is good.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Well, it's amazing when you think about it. Gordon Hayward was only 5 foot 10 inches tall his freshman year in high school. He's one of those players who grew up playing guard and then had a late growth spurt. And as you often see, he brought that guard skill level along with the additional inches as he grew.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Stone. But he stays with it. Here's Mr. Clutch. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Stone.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Patterson against Favors. Now Patterson. 6 points for him. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. And going back to Gordon Hayward, he said back before he shot up, he patterned his game after Steve Nash. That's a pretty good guy to copy.
Well, and that helps. Once you've grown and you've become a forward, but you still have guard skills, it shows with Hayward's game. He's able to handle the ball, particularly in transition, and make plays.
And the Raptors making a change here. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys, and it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
And he gets the bucket. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Mr. Clutch. Clark, the pass to Mr. Clutch. Dishes it to Clark. Here's Mr. Clutch. 8 points for him. Another miss by Utah.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Now here's Vasquez, covered by Rush. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And now it's an 11-point Raptor lead. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And, Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for a shooter is, as you well know, huge.
Yep, no question.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Patrick Patterson is out there with Salmons. Then it's Vasquez. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That's foul number 2 for him. Derek Favors checked in for Brandon Rush. Stolen away. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Favors.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Toronto working the ball around now. They get the rebound, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Utah.
Well, it's been a good game tonight for Mr. Clutch. He's got 10 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
Man, that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Raptors leading by 7. Vasquez kicks to Salmons. Salmons off a pick from Valanciunas. Here's Vasquez. Almost, but it rolls out. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 41% for the game. Burke dishes to Hayward. He feeds it to Favors. Here's Mr. Clutch while recovering. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. From 13 feet, it goes down. Mr. Clutch has got 6 here in this quarter.
The defense starting to falter. I think we're seeing some tired legs there, Clark.
Outside Lowry. That's good.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket for Mr. Clutch.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
Valanciunas. And again, it's Toronto converting. Utah calls timeout.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. And he may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now as the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey guys, well, Tyrone Corbin had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Hayward passes to Mr. Clutch. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Lowry. Raptors leading by 5. He dishes it to Patterson. Back to Lowry. The feed now to Salmons. No good on the 3. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Lowry kicks to Salmons. The dish to Ross. Back to Salmons. Second chance shot, and the layup drops in from Ross. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks. These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Passes it to Lowry. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not too many of those shots were dropping for him in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Here's Mr. Clutch. The 9-footer's on the mark.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Lowry dishes to Patterson. Back to Lowry. Feeds it to Ross. To the wing on the left. Lowry drives in, and he gets the bucket. Lowry's got 11 in the second half.
Well, halftime was exactly what they needed, as they have shot the ball much better coming out of the break.
Yeah, they have looked a lot better this half. I don't know what it was. Perhaps they changed the rims, unbeknownst to us, but something changed.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one. Check out the game for Enes Kanter. He has 9 rebounds and 8 points.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Lowry passes to Ross. Salmons kicks to Patterson. Back to Salmons. Lock at 6. Pass to Ross. Hits the three-point bomb. Ross has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, their three-point shooting since halftime is about as good as you could possibly ask for, guys.
Now's the time to put the pedal to the metal, boys. Keep firing those deep balls and build that lead up.
Now, they knew what the defense was doing, and they responded perfectly.
Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Lowry drives in. No one near him. It goes straight through with the swish. And the Raptors lead by 7.
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
The shot's good from Kanter.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
And that's an intentional foul. We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And the lead now pretty healthy after that trip to the line.
Patterson bringing the double. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Money!
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Utah calls timeout. They're down by 7. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they can game plan all they want, but there's not enough time left for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what they think they're going to pull off here.
Now the pass to DeColo. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
The 3-ball can't connect. And so it's Toronto winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of...
Kyle, congratulations on this win. Tell us what the...
Yeah.